Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Jace Cole from the post production team. I just want to let you guys know that in the video, I am looking in a different direction like I am right now because my monitor is actually right here, which is basically right in front of me. So if there's some point in the video you see me looking at a different direction and not looking at the actual camera or not looking at anything else like that, it's because I'm looking at my monitor and my guest is on my monitor. This definitely is changing in future videos and future uploads. But I just want to go ahead and give you guys that clarification because in the video it just looks like I'm not interested in what anybody's saying, and I'm just like, oh wow, there's a couple other things here too. But at the end of the day, I really hope that you guys enjoy the video. Hope you guys are having a good day. Having a good day so far. Good night. It's actually night right now. It's like eight. Ooh, these lights. It's like 8:40 right now at the time of me recording this. About to get ready to post on Wednesday. So I do hope you guys enjoy this video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Also, please give me some feedback on maybe some hints of what I could do maybe just a little bit better. I'm always looking for new improvement. And yeah, look forward to some new content coming to the page. Also, check out the Instagram and all my other social medias. But right now, Instagram is my main social media platform. Follow me at the J Anthony 3. That's TheJAnthony 3. And you guys will just see all the content and all the upcoming news that's gonna be uploaded to Love Media. All right, appreciate you guys. All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Jace Cole. Welcome to the first official episode of the Project Love podcast. And I'm your gracious host, like I said earlier, Jace Cole, most handsome, most charming, most, just everyday, all around player. Um, I have a guest here. Long time, long time friend, long time family, long time. I call him big bro, but really he's little bro because he's shorter than me.
Uh,
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my brother Cameron Scotto. Hi, how you doing today, Ben?
Full government's crazy.
Oh my
I'm
bad.
doing good though. I'm doing good though. I'm
That's
doing good.
good, bro. That's good, bro.
First off, you are not taller than me. We've debunked this many times,
No.
many times,
Last
many
time I
times,
checked. So that's how you want to be. If you
many
just
times,
okay,
many
cool.
times. Let's just make that clear. Since since we met each other, I've always been taller than you. That
You
is
have
true.
not. You have
Yes, I
not
have.
been
Do
taller
not
than me.
start.
You've
Do
never been
not
taller than me.
start.
Bro. You're gaslighting me, bro. I told you I'm 6'1". You're 5'10", bro. Get it right, bro. Thank you.
My dad's 5'10" and I'm taller than him, so make it make sense.
Um, Obviously, genetic wise, pure genetic wise, you will always be taller or bigger than your father. That's how sons grow. Have you not heard like the Roman Empire? How like their sons grow taller than their fathers?
So then that you just debunked your own thing of how I'm 5'10" because I'm taller than my dad,
Yeah,
and
exactly. You're 5'10". He's 5'10". But
I
as people get older, they grow shorter. So therefore, you're taller than your dad now, buddy. Are you happy about that? Or are you gonna try and like keep undermining me for some reason? Like,
I'm undermining you's crazy.
yeah, bro. Like, what's up? What's up with you, bro? You straight? You good, bro? Because like I'm looking over here at this
You're
screen.
so
You walking
hostile,
around.
dude. You're
I'm
so
trying not to be.
hostile, dude.
I'm just a little hungry. That's probably why. You
I
know.
got Cheez-Its. I got Cheez-Its.
Yeah, I know you got cheeses. See, I got some cookies down here, but I don't want to indulge just yet. I haven't eaten today, by the way, so I'm a little.
That's not healthy, bro.
It's fine. It's been all right. But how's your week, man? How's your week?
It's been chill, dude. I mean, what's today? Tuesday?
Yes, today's Tuesday.
Yeah, today's Tuesday. So I mean, like, really haven't done much except for like work. I just finished my application processes for all my schools and stuff, and I start next week, and I have to go pick up some of my equipment for it on Saturday with the school. So
Okay,
that's
okay.
really the only thing like really going on for me right now. Because once that starts, I'm pretty much gonna be like kind of just like focusing on that a lot.
Great. But more importantly, one thing I definitely do want to like touch upon. We haven't seen each other or in a minute. I mean, I think we saw each other like maybe last month or two ago.
I want
Maybe
to say
so.
November. It was before Thanksgiving. That's much I know.
All right. You know what I'm saying? And It's been a little minute. I just definitely do want to do like a little check in. Saying see how you
Yeah.
doing. See mentally how are you? Because that's the most important thing that I do want to promote. Within
Mhm.
this podcast. I want to check up on everybody. So I want to check up on you. How
Yeah.
are you doing mentally? How are you physically, emotionally? Like what's going on, man? How you feeling?
Oh, dude. Honestly, the best thing I could say, it's definitely been a trial. It's definitely been really stressful because, well, unfortunately, the place that I work at, I don't really care to be for anymore. I, originally thought it was like something I wanted to do, something I wanted to pursue. Found out it wasn't. Got treated in certain ways that I didn't want to be treated, and right now I'm kind of just like sucking it up until I get somewhere that's better, because I don't want to just leave somewhere just to do something that's very similar to it. There's no point in that. When I look at that, I don't see a point. I don't see a purpose in doing that. I more so see I'd rather leave a place to better myself. So I'd rather take like a vertical jump rather than like just a horizontal jump.
Right.
But I mean, besides that, also just trying to find opportunities into the field that I want to get into has been very hard and very discouraging. Especially because I've been working on it for almost like a full year now, and every place that I've gone to, every place that I've like worked really hard, to do the studying for, to do their exams that they require, or to, better prep myself for interviews and all that. That stuff has been like, a lot on me, a lot like task wise to try and manage between that and work, and getting so consumed into it to where like when I started hearing no's, it sucked because I worked so hard for it and I got really invested into it. But I mean, it's gonna work out either way. But I will say, like, it's definitely been a trial where, like, some weeks like I feel fine, I feel great, and then like other weeks like I'm just very hard on myself, very discouraging, very not happy, for sure.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of where it's
Okay.
been.
No, that's really understandable. I mean, I definitely 100% been able to like relate to like what's going on with like what's going on and stuff like that. One thing I do want to ask you, man, is like how do you like how do you still find that courage? How do you still find just the ability to just even though like you like you just said like there are weeks where you're just like dang like I don't man I doing this and doing that like how do you find that encouragement to just like keep going?
Uh, so one thing I do want to like 100% I think is I'm super grateful to have is a support system. With the roommates that I live with, they're not just my roommates, but they're also some of my more closer friends that I have. No, some of the closest friends I've probably met in a long time, a lot more than most of the people that I considered my friends over in Ocala, 100%. I talk to them about just about everything, whether it's about work, whether it's about trying to find new opportunities for the stuff, um, relationships with people or whatever, those kinds of things. And, sometimes just having them be able to listen, and not necessarily give me like an answer into what to do, but being able just to like, uh, let it off my chest and not have to like hold it around everywhere, because eventually from holding everything in you're just gonna explode one day and you're just gonna be like the most rude and nasty individual you could ever be, and you don't mean to be like that. You just got so much going on. Also talk to my family members too. They have, if I really want to look for answers, always look at to them, ask for advice, just tell them what's going on, how I feel, and they're like, I get it, but this you're on the right path. Sometimes just hearing that, sometimes just hearing like you're doing fine, you're doing good, I understand how you feel, but you'll make it out. um but I think like the most important thing is like just my drive to want to do this. Like you knew that like my grandfather was a big inspiration to me, still is 100%, even without him being here.
Yeah.
And the opportunity to be a closer man to what he was and the kind of inspiration that he put on other people, I am so inspired to be. And to let one or two no's from different people, or even more than just that, to let that discourage me is not something that he would accept, and he would continue to find other routes. And that's kind of what I've been doing, is just trying to find the different opportunities and to become an inspiring person like him.
Solid, bro. I like that answer. I really really do like that answer. Honestly, bro, being able to see you now, being able to just talk to you and stuff like that. I mean, honestly, bro, I feel good. I feel great, seeing being able to see. you know.
All right, let's wrap it up. I'll see you, what, 2 years?
Oh, it's not. It doesn't work like that. Oh, that's how you feel. Okay.
No, no,
Uh,
no. Let's go. Let's. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're good.
yeah. That's yeah. Don't do that again. But no, bro. Like definitely listening and just just hearing like that story because like I do know what happened. Like like with your grandpa. I know he was a very very huge inspiration. Just how we
Sure.
grew up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
we definitely had our like trials and tribulations. But I'm glad
Yeah.
you're still doing great. You're still pushing in there. You still keep moving on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm
One
really
hundred
really
percent. Same
glad.
to you, dude.
Um, one thing that I definitely do really want to talk to you about is what is what is like a really really great lesson that you have like just learn like just throughout your life because like of course we were kids before so we were always learning truth and hard lessons but like as of right now because we're still young, we're still growing, we're still evolving. It's not
Yeah.
like we have the experience like maybe like everybody else would have out there in the world. So like what's one big lesson that you have had that it's just kind of like, man, like I'm really gonna take that to heart.
Not everything is given to you. Actually, matter of fact, nothing's given to you. The only thing that's given to you is your life when you're born. The only reason why I say that is because so many people, it really does seem like a lot of people, especially like in the work field, right? If you go to your job, some people, they expect things just to happen because, oh, well, I work here, whatever. And in actuality, it's, you got to work for it. I can't just give you stuff just to give you stuff. You got to put in the effort towards it. That is something that will carry yourself throughout your entire life. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just expect to have a luxury car one day. You got to like take milestones and work up towards it. You can't just, have 10 acres of land one day, unless you win the lottery, which you have the chance of getting struck by lightning before winning the lottery. you know, you you have to work towards those things. You want to be a great person, you want to be uh, a game changer, you want to change the world, you have to work for it. You can't just wake up one day and say, yeah, all right, I'm going to change the world today. That's just not how that works. Um, and I think it gives a lot of motivation because when you know that you don't expect everything given to you, you set yourself up for milestones. And every time you hit those milestones, it's such a great relief and such a great feeling of achievement for you to continue to stretch on and continue doing more. Like for me personally, when I moved out here after leaving the hometown, it was a great achievement for me. Like I didn't think I would really be living the way I kind of wanted to, the way I am right now. I thought I'd be struggling a lot. I thought I'd be like stressing over money all the time and being like, oh, I can't afford this one week or I wouldn't have food. But like I built a structure for myself and I set that plan to build a structure for myself and I've done that and now I'm good, man. Like I feel great. I am very happy that I was able to take that huge milestone of moving out of the hometown and live the where I am now in the way that I want to. That's great. And it's continued to push me to want to do more things.
Okay. Okay. That's excellent, bro. That's really, really nice. I really like that. Um, I personally do, just like really, really jump on that. Like it definitely is personally, like from my experiences, from what you just told me, your experiences as well. I definitely do think that we can both agree on that. Like, you know, as we are like growing as of right now, like it definitely is really, really tough to just like jump, try to do something and like, for example, like you know me, like trying to like go to school and stuff like that, like
Yeah.
and how I was in school, for example, what I'm saying, like I personally did not really like, I wasn't really locked in like I was supposed to be, and it's just kind of like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. And okay, you don't have to look like that, bro. I think we all get it, bro. I think from a picture, bro. But I definitely do think that it's just like how we were versus how we are now. Like I always took it as like since I didn't really work hard, in school like that, didn't work that I know that everything would just kind of just like start flowing, stuff like that. You ask for something, you'll just like receive it eventually, and now,
Yeah.
being in outside of school, being in the like, young adult to get into that adult lifestyle, it's just kind of like, wow, like,
Mm-hmm.
we definitely have different things that we're striving for, and we're still trying to figure out a lot of different pieces, you know. So I definitely do agree with your answer, and I think that we can both very very well say that not everything is just gonna be right there. Like you really have to work for it. Like I really want to do content creation. I really want to do this. To, like all right, and I gotta do these rules. I gotta do these steps. You know what I'm saying? Because I always had big dreams, but it was just definitely you know, it's just it was just kind of like, all right, like what's step one? You know what I'm saying? Because like like
Yeah.
me and you back then, like get into like this next part, this next segment I like to call reminisce and reflect. Like we
Mhm.
started the podcast before, and it was under a different
I'm
name.
gonna
In
be honest,
reality,
that was
kind of cool.
rough.
It no,
That was rough. That was
100%,
rough.
100%, bro. I
We
definitely
did
like,
not think that through.
yeah, like and it was crazy because like it was like along that podcast, we were trying
It
to
was
start.
so.
Like,
We were trying to start it, yeah. It was so long too. Oh my god! I remember we sat there for like 2 hours.
yo, we sat there for a very very long time, and what the conversations and the topics they were flowing, of course, but like we didn't
Yeah.
have like I don't think we had like a set like agenda or anything like that. It was just kind of just like we were just
Nah.
there. We were
It
talking.
was.
We didn't even plan it
It was
out. You know what
bad.
I'm saying?
Yeah, it was
It
bad.
was. It was bad.
It
And I
was.
think like when we tried to do the next episode, because I did a second episode. I did it with one a mutual friend of ours at the time, and like one, I'm not gonna lie, like the inspiration was kind of like lackluster because I didn't know how to edit. So like I would record the episode, I would record the video, and like I still think to this day like it was still a very very good video. I just didn't know how to edit, and I was just like, oh yeah, like I don't know. And then we kept bringing on the podcast, and I kept procrastinating, and then there was also work too. I think we were both working, and it's just
Dude, every
like,
time you wanted to try to do a video, I was always working.
yeah,
Every
because
time.
bro,
Every time
you
you texted me,
were
I was like working.
you were a go getter, bro. Like yo, who works that hard? You know what I'm saying? Like bro, like
Dude, I was so committed at the time. Loki, I don't even have a word for it. Like I was really committed to I was really committed to it at the time, but like I said, like it's just kind of like true colors kind of showed and I was like, yeah, no, this is not it. No. So like kind of like been able to take a step back too. That's the thing. Like, oh my god, dude, I didn't realize how much like it's. I'll start with this. It is one thing to be dedicated to your job, to be
right,
very consistently good, to be very driven, to want to do better. But when you do it so much and you miss out on so much, and then like you start taking that step back a little bit because you're like you kind of want to enjoy life a little bit more. You want to enjoy like more you time. You're like, dude, you missed out on so much. Being able to have that balance of being consistently good at your job, trying to keep on doing more, and then also being able to enjoy your life. Once you find that out, oh my god, it's so good. Because like I can at this point now like sit here and go, yeah, 100%. I'm gonna go do my job. I'm gonna do the best that I can every day, even if I don't want to be there, because that's just the correct worth ethic you should have. You shouldn't just because you don't want to be somewhere just oh well, I'm gonna stop. It's not how that kind of works. It's gonna be a bad look on you. But like just the opportunity to like also go, I'm gonna go hang out with my friends, or I'm gonna go do this on this day on my next day off, and just enjoy your life while you're at it. Oh my god, it's so great. Because then I was so just driven to work, 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 and like even on my days off, I thought about work. It was the crazy part. On my days off, I would sometimes legitimately go to my job and just hang out. Like, it was crazy, and like I don't even think about doing that anymore. Uh, like I saw someone one time like walk into my job that I work with on their day off. I'm like, what are you doing here? Go home. Enjoy your day off. Do not come into here and be like, hey guys, I'm gonna hang out with you for a little bit. No, go home, bro. Like, it's crazy.
nah, it definitely 100% is because like the one thing that I definitely do like really really appreciate. I'm not gonna lie, is that like me and you, we're like exactly like the same person. You know, so like me and you, like when we want to work. Okay, why'd
I'm
you
good
make that
looking.
face? All right, so you wanna, you know what?
I'm capping. I'm capping. I'm gonna be
I'm
honest.
not
I
finna
am
get into
chopped.
that with
I'm
you.
chopped. I'm chopped.
Yes, bro, we're we're both very if we were to differentiate ourselves, then yes, we are just like a lot. You didn't have to do that. But so one thing
I was
I
looking at
definitely
my arm.
say, I was exactly like you. Like and I'm learning this lesson now. I'm glad that you learned it earlier, but I'm learning this lesson now about just
Wow,
being
still
able to
learning it.
like, huh?
I'm still learning it. My boss will text me, be like, "Hey, can you come in at this time instead?" I'll be like, "Yeah," and I'll look at my friends. And I'll be like, "All right, good night."
Oh, that's
I'll just
crazy.
leave.
That's crazy. I mean, it's
Yeah.
slowly but surely we get in there, but I would definitely like, man, dude, like I was top tier. Like I wouldn't, bro. Like when it came to work or whenever it came to anything, like bro, I would not play around with that. Like I would even, like you said, like I would even go there and hang out too. Like on my off days, I'd just be like, I'd be chilling. I'd only want to do my personal thing whenever like I was on like a streak. Like if I had 2 days off and then next thing you know I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I promise you, like on that Thursday, I would be like, "Yo, I want some me time. I want a day off," knowing that I work, like that Friday, Saturday, right after that, And it's kind of like I had those 2 days, and I came over here, or I didn't do anything, or like I didn't do anything on those 2 days, and I just thought about work, and I was just like, "Oh, dude, like I can't keep, what I'm saying? I couldn't keep
Yeah, you
doing
burn
that."
yourself out.
It's very very easy to burn out if you're not paying attention. Like if you're trying to accomplish something and you're trying to really, really like dive in like on something like personal. You know what I'm saying? Like me, like this is personal. This is a hobby I'm trying to do. And
Yeah.
back then, if I tried to start, or I guess our old podcast, if I tried to start our old podcast, at the time, the place that I worked at, I was locked in on that because I thought that, I still had the mindset, of course, still that since I didn't do school crazy like that, that I'm gonna go and get in here, I'm gonna work really hard, and I'm gonna just keep going
Yeah.
up. And then, like I was 18 at the time, and now like I'm 20, and then I realized like I didn't miss 2 years of my life, but
You gained experience.
I gained the experience, but I also realized that the experience of me personal wise, like having fun and hanging out with friends, and maybe doing the stupid stuff that we would do, like like I don't know, whatever teenagers would do, like go to the park or something, or go to the movies. I don't know. I missed out on those experiences because there were so many days, that I had so many days off. I could have taken a week off, PTO, whatever, like, and I still chose to go to work, still chose to hang out. I like went up to management and I still was making schedule. I would make a schedule at literally on my bed right here. I would make a schedule for work
That's
on my bed
crazy.
right here. I make it, and I'll be like,
I can't
and
even
now that
say
I
that
think about
because
it,
I used to do that. I used to like sit there and ooh, my driver's ready to update. Thank you, NVIDIA, for letting me know. Um, I used to like plan out like my days because I used to like open the store. I used to open up where I work, and like I would wake up probably like 2 3 hours early, and I would just sit there, make it like a whole plan while I wake up, while I'm still waking up, drinking my cup of coffee, like just sit there and draw out a whole plan. I'm thinking like I would not do that now. I'll just be like, we're just gonna go in, we're just gonna do our job. We know what we need to do. I don't need to make a plan. Just go in and do it.
yeah, no, that's literally the mindset, and now that like just like reflecting on like those past moments and those and back then, like I'm glad that we were able to realize it now and slowly work our way to the point where we can do more of our own personal stuff, not burn out as quick. Of course, there's still maybe they're still leaning around, like there's still like that doubt, or maybe that's still like that
Yeah.
unwillingness or the stress. But I mean that from I feel like from our experience now, like that just comes with the life that we are living. What I'm saying, anybody's life. There's always going to be that. And it's important that we make sure that whatever it is that we try to do, you know, we wake up in the morning and we continue to go. I haven't told you this acronym before, but the reason why I called it Project Love is because we ourselves are projects. What I'm saying, we are our biggest projects to ever walk on this earth. The moment we are born to the moment that we
200%.
kids, teenage years, adulthood, like we as people, we are our biggest project. We need to make sure that we take care of ourselves. We need to make sure we look after ourselves. you know, and love is the acronym, and love stands for listen, overcome, value, and exceed. Be able to listen to what you got going on, be able to overcome like exactly what it is that may be troubling you, but also most important thing, the last two is value what you have in your life. You know what I'm saying? So even though you may be working a long hours, or you're working consecutively consistent days in a row, you know, the value part that comes in is value the things that you do have. So if you're in relationships, or if you're in anything like that, value that time you spend with that person or those people, your family, your girl, your boyfriend, whoever it is. You value that time, because it's important that you value that. And then also maybe the dogs or the cats, everything that has legs, walks around and breathes, you make sure you value that person. But games, PlayStation, Xbox, like, what I'm saying, play those games. Growing up, you loved playing those games. I remember when we was playing Destiny 2 day in and day out, we stayed up till 4, maybe 5 in the
Oh, I
morning.
remember that game, dude.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, RIP. I saw they was doing like some Star Wars stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, I can't
I heard
anymore.
that that wasn't bad, but I was like, I just can't.
It's not the same game anymore. But and then the last thing E is exceed your limitations, exceed those expectations, because at the end of the day, that's how you grow. You know what I'm saying? That's how you surpass your limits. You know what I'm saying? Like Goku,
Yeah,
like
definitely.
Vegeta. You know what I'm saying? Like be able to surpass you know your limitations. So that way you can go that Super Saiyan blue. I like to think of myself, for you, that you're like Super Saiyan like 2, and then I'm Super Saiyan God.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Okay. Thank you.
that's
Thank
that's
you.
that's how I feel
Thank
about
you.
it. You
Yeah,
know.
that's very very nice of you to say that.
Yeah, yeah. It will. First of all, let me say, is there anything you want to add to that?
You 100% right. You while you're your own biggest project, I think the biggest thing as well is that you're going to be your own biggest critic as well. So I mean, while you're growing up, you're building your grounds, you're learning things and all that stuff. Later down the road, you end up being your biggest critic, which is where like our big brain goes, all right, I'm just gonna start like discouraging myself for no reason because something bad happened. Like, it's pretty much what happens. Like you just start feeling a certain way and you just start discouraging yourself. While you're also gonna be your biggest project in your own self, you will also be your biggest hype man. You'll also be your biggest discourager. You know, you'll be your biggest fan and also your biggest enemy at the same time. And it's very important to understand how to control those very different aspects in yourself.
All right. And it's just important that we just make sure that we take care of ourselves. I haven't eaten today, but make sure you
Yeah.
eat. That stuff actually plays a vital role. Saying eating and making
Dude,
sure
my
you.
roommate's cooking dinner today, so I
Oh,
ate.
must be nice, bro. Um,
I cooked the other day, so it was good
yeah,
for me.
look at you knowing how to cook. You young adult. You're getting really old though. You're like 22, 25 maybe. But going past that point, yeah.
Only a couple months older than you.
No, you're
25 is
not.
crazy.
You're old. Um, to go off and round it off. Um, I do want to do like a cool, maybe like a nice little fun segment of a crazy hot take, right? And there's like I've seen like a lot of like crazy opinions out in the world, So I definitely do think, I wanted to ask you, because personally, like I was thinking about it, and there's too many, but I want you to
Well, like, what
spit.
kind of genre do you want to like talk about? Like, what kind of genre do
Honestly,
you want to talk
bro.
about for like hot takes?
Honestly, bro. Let's do. Hmm. Let's do. I'll pick the genre. So let's do gaming. I feel like that's definitely something that we
Gaming? Oh my god.
let's definitely do gaming. So I need
Um,
you to. You have. Let's see. It's 7:47. So you have 2 minutes to give me a crazy hot take that you have, bro, and we'll discuss it.
dude, oh my god. Big controversial thing right now. Expedition 33, right? It won like multiple awards and all that stuff, right?
Right.
A lot of people were hating on it.
Fire game.
Amazing game. I actually had the chance to play it. I had some, now granted, I did have some friends who were like, dude, it's so good, it's amazing, and all blah, 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 blah. And I got the game and I started playing it and they watched me play it. It is a phenomenal game. And for people to like, because one of the bigger controversies is that they found out that there was like an AI placeholder in the game, which at the time they didn't know about. But they figured it out because Unreal Engine uses that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so they literally used it as like a placeholder for like an object, for like a poster on a lamppost in the game. Literally, you could tell no difference once they fixed it and once they and before. And so they got rid of like I think they got rid of the indie game of the year title for them or something like that. I know they got rid of one of their wins, and people were like, "Oh, good. It didn't even deserve it," or blah 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 blah. And it's like, if you, it's a phenomenal game. Hot take. It's a great game. And there's like half the people in the world that are like, "Oh, it's terrible, boo," and it's like it's not, bro.
Yeah.
You're just you're just hating. If I
Yeah.
were to say, "Ooh, dude, another hot take," oh my god, a TV show related, Stranger Things season 5 was garbage.
Haven't even watched this. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
It's bad. It's bad.
It's that
It's
bad? Is it really that bad?
I genuinely think it's the worst season that they made.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know.
$100.
I've been seeing a lot. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot about that, especially because like all I know is that like when Netflix started, I know Stranger Things was one, or when Netflix was like it was always started, but like when Netflix was like going up, the up and coming of Netflix. I know when Stranger Things released, everybody
I
it
would
was
say whenever they were doing like streaming, they
yeah,
were
I
very up and coming with streaming because they were one of the first companies to do like online streaming.
okay, yeah, right. So like I definitely know that around that time, I know Stranger Things was the talk of the town. Like that was like
Yeah,
if
dude, it
you
was
were
good.
to yeah, if you were to look up Netflix or like their top 10 or something like that, you're
Stranger
definitely going
Things
to
was
see
like in
Stranger
like the
Things.
top two.
Yeah,
I
you know
think
what I'm
like
saying?
at the
Like
time Stranger Things was like in the top two, 100%. Yeah.
yeah, like it was
But
it
no,
was definitely
season
crazy.
five was season five was so bad. There's so many plot holes.
I wouldn't know. I
So
haven't
many.
actually like watched it. I haven't even watched season one. I've only seen like clips and like the memes of like what song you would play to like get like to wake up or like Vecna or something like that. And I've been seeing like NBA
Yeah.
YoungBoy and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh,
NBA
y'all
YoungBoy
play
is
these songs,
crazy.
and that's I heard it,
NBA
but I'm not
YoungBoy
like
is
the beat be
crazy.
fire. That'd be fire. So
Yeah, I mean, it's not wrong, but to wake up the NBA YoungBoy, you just wake up mad, dude. You would just
that's the
wake up so mad.
that's the point. But like, isn't the
You'd
plot
wake
that
up
he's
ready
trying
to
to
throw
kill you?
hands for no reason.
Isn't he trying to kill you? So like that's a valid response though. Like I would bump NBA young boy if someone was trying to kill me, bro.
It like it's the
I'm pulling a
mind
John
control
Morant,
thing. So
bro.
like,
Come on now.
I don't know about that. John Morant's kind of crazy.
He's trying to
What
kill
John
me,
Morant did was
bro.
okay. If he's trying to kill you, yeah, but like saying they're just gonna pull a John Morant's crazy. Like,
I'm pulling a John Morant, bro. Nobody can stop me, bro. NBA young boy plus the
I
jaw.
just
I'm undefeated, bro. Undefeated in the court, bro. And I ain't talking about in the paint, bro.
yeah, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Cause I'm tough like that.
That's fair, I guess. Yeah.
Oh yeah, look
No,
at you.
I just
Not even
didn't,
supporting.
I just didn't think it was good.
Oh
I just
wow.
didn't think it
Okay.
was good.
All right, bro. Well, thank
What do you
you
got? What you got
for
cooking up,
what happened.
bro? Did you hear about the Dragon Ball Super remake?
I did. Now, personally, I really do think I'm a little skeptical about it because obviously, the creator of it passed away. So it's kind of like
Yeah.
I'm a little
It's kind of gonna be like Dragon Ball Z Kai. That's from my understanding of it. It's gonna be like Dragon Ball Z Kai with like better animation and like they're gonna like retcon a lot of the stuff that was in the anime that wasn't in the manga, so it's gonna be more true to the manga versus it being like its own thing. Like for instance, like there was a rumor going around that Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken isn't gonna be a thing in the anime.
what?
Honestly, good. It made no sense. It really didn't.
Yeah, I think I saw.
Um,
Isn't Super Saiyan 4 canon now?
in Daima, yeah, 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 it's canon, but it takes place before Super, so like there's like a lot of plot holes between what happened after Z and what happened before Super because like if Goku could turn Super Saiyan 4, then why didn't he do that against like Beerus when he first met him? It's like a big
Oh
question.
yeah, yeah. That's
I
a
thought Daima was
lot.
good though. Like it was an enjoyable Dragon Ball show.
I saw a little bit. I watched a little bit. The only time I really saw it was when I obviously social media posts and stuff like
When it
that.
was like airing.
Yeah, when it was like airing, and then also when they showcased Super Saiyan 4 and people saying it was canon now, and I'm just like, oh
Oh, it
wow.
was peak. Oh, it was peak.
No,
The
I heard,
transformation was peak.
I heard. I only really watched the show for my guy Piccolo and Vegeta because Piccolo is the top tier aura farmer.
He is the aura farmer. Like he's not
Yes,
top tier. He's just the aura farmer.
I'm just telling you, bro.
There
Like,
will be no wind, and there's somehow his cape waving. It makes no sense. It
he's
makes no
so
sense.
cool, bro. Not to glaze, but he's like one of the best like anime characters so far around. Like you can tell he's African American. Oh my gosh. But I think come on, bro. He's
Okay, dude.
come on. But yeah, no.
There's a lot of good characters.
It's great, bro. It's great. But no.
Yeah,
It's definitely about reach at the end of the time limit here. Um, but the one thing I definitely do want to say, especially to you, big bro, appreciate you for coming on. Appreciate you for
of course,
being
little
the
bro.
very very first guest. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this episode without you because we started the first podcast together, and
Yeah.
it how it's funny. I still have a video. I think I'm gonna send it to you and just have you watch it.
Oh,
You
funny,
can't even
dude.
hear us in the background. Honestly, you really can hear us.
That's funny,
But
dude.
yeah, no, I really do appreciate you. Really appreciate you for being the first
Yeah,
guest.
of course.
Real quick, just like what's next, bro?
What's next?
Yeah, well, like what's
Dude,
next for you, bro?
finished up these 12 months with school, get my certificate for electrical work, and get my certificate for working with PLCs, and start my journeyman process. Start that because once I get my journeyman license, that's when I can start doing like big contracting. So I can like travel across America or potentially the world and just do contracts and realistically do like luxurious living and luxurious traveling and also make money doing it. And I say luxurious, and I'm not meaning like I'm gonna like live in a 5-star hotel and just work. No, I mean like luxurious of like not everybody can travel and work at the same time. Like that's just a
Right.
luxury, you know. And do that, until I find someone to settle down with. And then from there, I no longer will do contracting, and I'll find a place to go work at stationary.
Nice. Okay, bro. Well, hey, man, just know that you will always be, what I'm saying. Not only will you always be my brother, but what I'm saying, you're also an honorary member of the Love community, Love Media, anything and etc. like that, bro. I appreciate you for coming on this podcast. I love you,
Of
bro.
course,
Thank
little
you so
bro.
much. Thank you for the
Yeah, I love you too,
time.
dude.
And yeah, that's it. That's gonna be the end of the very first official episode of the podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed everything that we talked about. Hope you guys got something to at least maybe take away. Maybe had a couple of little bit of laughs too. I know I definitely had some laughs because he's not a funny guy, but it's mainly me who starts like all the jokes and stuff like that.
All right.
Um,
All right.
but
I appreciate that. That's
just
nice.
remember, everybody, you yourself are the project. You need to make sure that you take care of yourself. You need to make sure that you just look after yourself. Because at the end of the day, when you wake up, the only person that's waking up is you, not nobody else, not your mom, your dad, your dog. Those are important people. Make sure you value them, but it's you who has to wake up every day and grind and make sure that you are always striving for what you can be. Saying exceed those expectations like we talked about. And yeah, I appreciate everybody for coming. If you guys want to follow, see some clips, follow me on social media at the J Anthony 3 on Instagram. I also have X, I think too. I think that's working now. I don't know if it's working, but also TikTok to see more clips like this, see some funny moments, and also get some updates on what's going on with the podcast and when the next episode is going to be. I love you all and peace.
Peace.
Also, bro, you're honestly, bro. If we talk about looks, you're not really him.
No, you're not talking. You're talking about, man, I need to cut my dreads off.